In this video we're going to target the blue spot flathead. And not only am I going to try and prove that they do actually exist in South Australia within a couple of hours drive of Adelaide, but we're going to try to do it on lure, soft plastics, top water, diving, bib lures, whatever we can to try and catch blue spot flathead regularly. Now I've had this video on the bench about probably at least 3 years, maybe even longer, and I've put in dozens of trips to different locations to try and find flathead where I can actually physically target the flathead specifically and catch them in numbers. Now, as I've mentioned before, this video has been going for quite a while and I've had multiple failed trips, or trips where I haven't been filming, like this one where I hooked up a nice flathead with my daughter. That was unexpected. I was actually going for top water whiting and that took my lure. Yeah, I've been out on the boat in other areas drifting for flathead and picking up quite a few flathead that way in the sort of 8 to 10 meter range, and that's worked quite well. But what I really want to do is be able to catch them mostly on foot if I use the boat, whatever, but mostly in the shallow areas and work the flats, work the rock edges, work all the holding areas where I'd expect to find a flathead. And that's where I'm hoping we can do this consistently and on lures. Heading out on a mission today, and that is to prove, myth or reality, targeting southern blue spot flathead on the lure consistently. Now I know a lot of you guys in other states are thinking, what's a big deal? It's just flathead, I catch flathead all the time, and yes, that's true. You know, your duskies and your ones up in the Northern Territories and so on, they are prolific, they grow bigger, and they're a lot easier to catch. The ones that we have down here, they don't grow as big. If you get one that's 60 or 70 centimeters, that is an absolute crock. Plenty of people though do manage to catch them as a bycatch, you know, drifting baits for whiting and so on. But targeting them on lures consistently is always a challenge. Now in terms of lures, I've got a selection of lures here. I'm probably just going to go for a soft plastic to start with. Probably going to go on one of these here. One of my favourite all-time light lures is a 375 Streak by Z-Man. These are such a versatile lure, I catch everything on them. Southern blue spot flathead on the lure. Let's go, boys. So I haven't managed to find a flathead at the first 2 spots I tried. I'm going to go try somewhere else a little bit more beachy now. But look, that's fishing. It happens. I've come here before, caught fish. This time I haven't. But anyway, sun's out. It's no longer winter now. I'm going to go somewhere else. Sweet, let's go. So the darker areas are the shoals. Yep. That's a flatty. That's a flatty. Well, maybe not. No, it's not. Sorry, got excited over nothing. I pulled it right off that edge. What it's a bloody mullet. We got something. Don't know what it is though. Ooh. Feels good. So I'm sort of standing on my tiptoes at the moment. What is it? Oh, that could be a flatty. What is it? I can't even see it. It's a Trevally. Right. No wonder I couldn't see it. Now that's an unexpected surprise. How cool is that? Bro, relax. Always a welcome surprise, a Trevally. Always. Whew, I'm making a little bit of a fire here. There goes my cooking. Anyway, good morning. So as you can see, flathead in South Australia can be elusive at times. I worked a hell of a lot of water in the last trip. I've got the boat with me this time. I'm going to work some other areas, and I've only brought the boat so I can work more ground, but I'll still be fishing the same sort of water, still only thigh deep, maybe up to waist deep water, and we're going to plug it with lures, and fingers crossed, we're going to get those flathead today. One of my all-time favourite flatty lures, that one. It's brilliant. What a healthy sized salmon. Now by this stage I've been getting pretty frustrated. We've put in multiple trips and these fish are proving very elusive. I've seen a couple and I've hooked a couple, you know, multiple trips apart, but it has really been a slog so far to find them in any sort of size or numbers. I'm going to do a few more trips, but at this stage it's looking like this is going to be a fishless video, and myth or reality, I think the blue spot flathead are a myth. But stay tuned, watch till the end, and hopefully we'll disprove this myth. On this day, I decided to take my girlfriend out for an after work trip. We weren't intending on targeting flathead or hooking any. We were out there for salmon, whiting, maybe get a couple of crabs. And as luck would have it, look who decided to join the party when we're not filming. Chill. Nice. That is a flatty. How good. Let me get the net. Hell yeah, that's a flatty. That's your first real flathead.
I really need a bit more.
Yeah, just don't give it any slack line, alright?
I know, I'm not.
How good. So that's two flatties we've hooked.
Man, this one's quite big.
Or lift it in, lift it higher. There you go.
Ooh.
There you go. Nice. Woo, first flatty. All done. High five.
Look at his eyes, they're so pretty.
Good size hat. So as you can probably tell, or maybe not, hopefully not, but gone a little bit more grey since the last couple of iterations of this video. That's because this has been going on for about probably at least 3 years, maybe even longer, where I've been trying to figure out where and how to catch flathead consistently in South Australia, but very, very few consistent catches when I've actually been targeting flathead. So that's the plan today. We're going to search all these flats, little sand holes, gutters, channels, wherever I can to try and find some flathead. Clips you've seen have all been within 2 or 3 hours of Adelaide. I've now gone sort of west coast working some estuaries, so I'm hoping a little bit less fishing pressure, less people around to flog them, and hopefully we can find a few fish. Because it's been going on so long, I've almost gone completely bloody grey. That's the stress of trying to catch flathead consistently in South Australia. So the outfit of choice that I'm using today, I've got a Stella 2500 on here, P.8. I'm using the Z-Man Mulletron. The rod I'm using is a blank by Jabbers. This is a 7'6", 5-piece travel rod. Amazing rod. It's tiny, absolutely tiny. Got these little things with it. Hold the rod together. They're also neoprene underneath, so if the rods get stuck together, you can pull them apart. Let's put it together. A little cool feature for those that are a little bit OCD. Got those little white dots on here, little white dots on this one. That way you can make sure you get it straight. There we go, 5-piece, 7.6 travel rod assembled. Beautiful. All right, so I've been trying the flats, drop-offs, little sand bumps, gutters, all that sort of stuff, and haven't had too much luck yet. So I'm just going to go look for some structure. We've got some oyster leases here, which will be nice bait holding structure. So I'm going to line the boat up, drift along these, and maybe pick up the odd flathead or two. Let's get into it. Fuck me, that was a flatty. Oh, there we go. That's a big smack. That is a stomping flathead. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful flatty. It's funny, I'm getting these rattles from salmon. I'm just not striking. Yep, we're on. That's him. That's a flatty. Oh, it's another good one. Look at that. Flatty. Nice. Man, these things are hard to hold. My fingers are shredded. Phew. Look at that thumb. Just shredded. There we go. Oh, what is it? I reckon that's a flatty. I reckon that's a flatty. Sure is a flatty. There we go. Still a little fella. All I want is one more flatty to start, just flicking for salmon. I'll hook a massive flathead. Oh, he's a good one too. Oh, he's a good one. Crock of the flatty. How's that? Oof. But my conclusion is, catching flathead consistently in the 2 hours of Adelaide Metro, you're really pushing things uphill. There's very few around, they're hard to find, and if you find a little patch, keep it to yourself, because once you pluck them, once they get taken, they take a very, very long time to come back. There was one spot I went to and kept two once. Perfect little bay, 2 flathead, perfect. I've been back a dozen times over the last 2 or 3 years, not a fish. Not a fish. So it's a hard call. But if you enjoy catching your flathead and you got yourself a little magic spot, let them go, come back and catch them next week. All right, boys, cheers for watching. Thank you.